Good day everyone, welcome to our lesson or discussion in high incidence exceptionalities wherein these services is under IDEA or the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. So I've chosen the main topic here, the specific learning disability. So when we say specific learning disability, it refers to a variety of disorders that affect the acquisition, retention, understanding, organization, or use of verbal or nonverbal information. It also refers to a condition where individuals, often children, but occasionally adults, face difficulties in comprehending or acquiring knowledge. It also known as specific learning disorder is a condition that affects an individual's ability to understand or learn information in a typical manner. In disability, using reputable websites such as I also choose the Learning Disabilities Association of America because it highlights different types of learning disabilities wherein we can discover such problems why such students or learners having difficulties when it comes to learning process or adaptation when it comes to gather information together with their minds, thoughts, and even feelings or emotions that easily convey what thoughts they want to learn. So here, our first types of learning of disabilities focus in oral or written language disorder and specific reading comprehension deficit means learning disabilities that can affect an individual's understanding of what they read or of spoken language. So here, we need to identify why such students or learners having difficulties in when it comes to oral, written, or reading. We need to have an adjustment, provide materials in order for them to easily catch up those things or those spoken language that they want or may help them to improve. Second, nonverbal learning disabilities. It was a trouble interpreting nonverbal cues like facial expressions or body language and may have poor coordination. It was also difficult for us as a future educator to identify what kind of information or expressions they want to shown with us by using only their facial expressions or body language. So we need to focus or study also to help our learners or students to help them improve with their education journey. We need to study their facial expressions and body language. So next one, the dysgraphia, a specific learning disability that affects a person's handwriting ability and fine motor skills. Here, we need to help them, help these kinds of problems that affects the person handwriting. Sometimes, if a person having a person or a student having an illness or sickness, we need to help them build their hands by teaching them, guide them to have a proper writing to their ability and skills, and we need to help them achieve the writing skills in a proper way. Next one is dyscalculia, a specific learning disability that affects a person's ability to understand numbers and learn math facts. Way back before, I struggled to how to solve math subjects. Sometimes it's not easy to solve those problems when it comes to math. There are a lot of strategies, more on analyzation, more on studying when it comes to learn math. So here, as we promote or help our students nurture their capacity of learning information, we need to help them through step by step. We need to provide basic teaching when it comes to numbers, and we need to identify their difficulties and help them, or asking them what kind of difficulties they may face when it comes to math. Next one, dyslexia, a specific learning disability that affects reading and related language-based processing skills. Here, when a student reading a text or context, it's not adapt easy to adapt promptly the information written at the books, at the internet, or everything that resources or sources that help. So here I suggest that it's better for them to read. As a teacher, we need to have a low tone when we are asking a reading comprehension. We need to help them identify their pronunciations, their understanding, or when it comes with difficulties, we need to provide textbooks, dictionaries, or anything that help them identify what means of that word. Next is for describing learning disabilities and characteristics in class. I put here that learning disabilities are neurologically based processing issues that affect basic skills like reading and math. It was a basic issues that with we need to help and nourish and provide treatment, such as we start with the basic fundamental of reading process. We need to have a step by step when it comes to reading, such as proper pronouns, proper um, vocal voice when it comes to doing syllables, and word by word teaching of, in case they've mistaken to pronounce those um, unidentified word. Next one is characteristics vary based on the disability. So here, for the previous um, discussion, I mentioned that this dyslexia, it was focused on reading, spelling, and writing difficulties. Here, we need to, before we pass our student, we need to know or determine that they need to learn to read, spell the words, and have a proper writing. Also in dysgraphia, handwriting and written expression challenges. It was a challenges, and we need to enhance our skills to have a patience to help them. And dyscalculia, math concept understanding struggles. We need to have provide some charts, the symbols, the numbers, in order for them to process their thinking skills when it comes to have their step-by-step learning process, and so that when it comes for that way, when they learn in basic multiplication, um, basic fundamentals in math, they easily catch up those how to solve those problems. For lastly, auditory processing disorder, trouble with auditory information processing. So we need to contextualize as if this generation, we are immune with social media. We sat in classroom with TVs. We have a lot of equipment also, and students need the guidance of us to overcome those challenges they might face in their everyday life inside the classroom. So here, from the next slides, barriers to curriculum access and academic success.